Hi guys, I'm back. I'm back to chronicle the story of my bariatric surgery. I made you a video previously before I had the surgery, and I also made you a video right before as I was in the hospital about to go into the operating room, and I also made you a video of me getting out of the operating room and how I was feeling. Today I'm on day 19 post-op. I had my surgery on June 10th and today is the 29th. So it's been 19 days. And pretty much, as you can tell right here, you can tell where I had my surgery and I still have the 4 incisions. In the process, I've already lost about 30 pounds. And before the surgery, I had lost 10 pounds because you have to be on a clear liquid diet for about 2 days before the surgery. So you lose about 10 pounds in water weight, but that's not enough because you need to lose fat weight as well, not just water. But anyway, I have great news because I had my surgery under general anesthesia. You can only have this surgery under general anesthesia. And so I was greeted by the surgeon who was a great surgeon and also an anesthesiologist. Everyone treated me really nice at the hospital where I had the surgery. I had great nurses, I had great staff. I have nothing to say but positive things about them. And my surgery went pretty smoothly. It lasted about an hour and a half, and the surgery is done laparoscopically, meaning that they insert a camera and 2 other devices to clip and cut what they need to cut and to sew and cauterize when they make the pouch and when they attach my esophagus to my small intestine. I had the bypass surgery, which is the one that connects the esophagus. They disconnect the esophagus from the stomach and they close the top of the stomach, and then the bottom of the esophagus goes attached to my small intestine, and so the food travels from my esophagus to my small intestine. Now, the surgery lasted about an hour and a half. I do have to say that I had a significant amount of pain after surgery, and in recovery they gave me morphine dilaudid as well as fentanyl, and that relieved my pain. I ended up staying about 3 hours post-op. But then after that, they sent me home with Norco, but I never had to use the medication because starting from getting out of the hospital, I didn't have any pain. And so I never really had to use any Norcos, but I had to stand by. They also give you ondansetron, which is Zofran. It's an antiemetic medication that prevents nausea. And they also gave me omeprazole, which is to protect the lining of your esophagus and your small intestine, because now your intestine has to get prepared to receive all the food before it was the food that before was processed by the stomach. So I have to say that I had a really positive experience. If I had to do it all over again, I will do it. Even though initially I didn't want to do it, I was afraid. But I think for somebody like me, who even though I wasn't, I didn't have a BMI over 40, which is the required BMI, I had so many medical problems. I had diabetes, high blood pressure, I had very severe obstructive sleep apnea, and I also had high cholesterol. Now, with this type of surgery, with the gastric bypass, the diabetes went away right away. I've been measuring my blood sugar every morning and every night, and it's below 100. Before the surgery, my blood sugar was really high, so I had to suffer a lot with diabetes. Diabetes was making me get tired easily, be fatigued all the time, and every time I ate, I became sleepy. I went into a food coma and I was shut for the rest of the day. Now I have more energy, I don't fall asleep, I don't have the sleep apnea anymore. I'm not snoring, I'm being told, but I can tell because I don't wake up all tired, and I last throughout the day. Before, by noon, I already wanted to go to bed. By 3 o'clock, I was ready for bed. But now I can last longer. And the good thing about the surgery is that you don't have to go right to bed and rest because you had the surgery. They encourage you to start walking 4 hours after you get out of the hospital. And so they ask you to, they encourage you to walk because that helps you prevent blood clots. So in a way, it's pretty helpful. And I've been walking every day. I've been walking for about 30 minutes. I was told not to work out for at least 6 weeks. And initially, when you get out, the diet that you have to follow is a pretty much a liquid diet. They recommend that you drink this brand of protein, Premier Protein, which is usually 30 or 40 grams of protein. You should drink one 3 times a day, and it has to have 0 sugar or at least the most 1 gram of sugar. So Premier Protein is what they recommend. And the other thing that they recommend is either Dannon Light yogurt or this other brand called Oikos. They have different flavors, and this has 000 calories. Okay, so you can either get Dannon Light or Oikos. And then I was also advised that I can get the Campbell Soup's clam chowder, and also drink about 64 ounces of water or 8 ounces of water a day. They recommend a lot of water, and they recommend at least 60 grams of protein. So I haven't had any pain. I feel great. You can tell that my bruising is minimal. It's always looked like this. I didn't have any complications other than one of the incisions was oozing because they attached the electrode lead to where the incision was. And when they removed the electrode lead before I left the hospital, it kind of tore open the incision, but I put a little gauze, and it oozed for about like 4 or 5 days, especially when I started showering and when I would bend over to clean my legs and my feet. But then that resolved. And then after that, I pretty much really have no problem. I really didn't have any problems. They recommend that you walk. They also recommend that you use this to make your lungs reinflate again. And you pretty much are supposed to blow into it like this. And then inspire in to make this rise above 1500. And so you go like this. Now I'm able to raise it all the way to 2500, but right after surgery, I could only raise it to 1500. So these are exercises. You have to do 10 exercises every hour. Although, to be completely honest, I wasn't that compliant. I wasn't doing it every hour. I did it like maybe 3 times a day, and I did well. So long for now. Please, if you find this video helpful and it gives you a better idea of what having bariatric surgery is all about and how do people do after bariatric surgery, please put a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll really appreciate it, and I'll be making more videos for you guys, and I'll also do them in Spanish for those who are Spanish speaking. Thank you, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.